This is my 8-gallon Shop Vac Ultra Plus vacuum, which I've had for quite a few years, although recently it's become very frustrating to use because now that I'm using it for more like construction commercial projects, if you will, it just constantly clogs. And the problem is not within the vacuum itself, it's within the hose. The hose has a horrific design where there's actually something stuck in there right now. The inner diameter of the tube here is larger than this piece right at the end where it connects to the part that goes into the vacuum. Right there. That piece there is significantly smaller. I would say it's a good almost a ½ an inch smaller than the hose itself. And so the problem that it creates is things will enter into the hose on this side that cannot physically come out on this side. And so you get wood splinters and other things that will come in there. There's like a piece of wire or something in there right now. And it just clogs relentlessly. So it's gotten to the point where it's so frustrating to use that I decided to buy a new hose. And another frustration that I have with this vacuum is, and this is not specific to this one, this is common to these style vacuums, the short length of the cord paired with the short length of the hose really provides a clunky, immobile setup. Like if I wanted to clean the whole room down here, which is an absolute disaster, but let's imagine you could actually see the floor, vacuum it, I would have to unplug and plug in the vacuum at least 3 different outlets to get to everywhere. And same thing like when you clean out the car, you have to plug it in on one side, then plug it in on the other side, or do you plug it in the back as well? And it's just ridiculous. So I went around and I bought a new hose. This is a 30-foot hose. Now, I took this out of the box and I already like it because this is correct. If you look down in there, you can see, I think you can see it, you can see that the diameter of this piece here is equivalent to the diameter of the hose itself. So there's no reason that this should clog. And of course the length should be fantastic. Now I'm not sure if this is going to work. It might not work because it may create too much resistance on the vacuum and the airflow will decrease to something that's not useful and it'll just not operate properly. Or it could work fine, I'm not sure. I have in the past used this vacuum with hoses twice the length of this one. I had a second hose which I used to somehow connect the two together and use it that way, and that worked fine. So we'll see how this works. This could also turn into a knotty freak show and constantly get tangled up and be equally as frustrating for different reasons. Really not sure what to expect here. So should be easy to tell if this is going to work or not. We'll be able to hear the difference in the way the vacuum operates. So this hose, I don't know if it's clogged or not right now. It quite possibly is. I don't see anything that would jam it at the end, but let's put this in here. So we'll try it with no hose. That's what it sounds like. So you can hear that it did go under some resistance as I connected this hose. The suction is plenty strong. So let's connect this hose now. And it definitely did undergo some more resistance, but the suction is just about as good. That's not a big difference at all, much less than I was expecting, which is good. Of course, seems to work just fine. something clogged there. I'm not sure why. But those pieces were several inches. I mean, that was much larger than is reasonable to collect with a vacuum like this. So, that's interesting. It definitely is going under more resistance with this hose. However, it's not nearly as much as I thought it would be. So, let's take this over to a practical application like the stairwell, and let's see how easily it is maneuvered on the stairs. Because previously, you'd have to carry the vacuum with you as you go up the stairs because the hose is just way too short. I just moved the vacuum across the room and it's totally knotted up already. So this could be a source of frustration. This could also just be the initial untangling from however it was put in the box to be shipped. Maybe once I get all these kinks out of here, it won't keep doing this. But time will tell pretty easily. What really would have been ideal is one of those like retractable recoil hoses or whatever they're called. But anyway, so now with the vacuum even all the way over there, plugged in on the other side of the room because that's where the outlet is, I should be able to just take this and walk up the stairs, and now I can clean with ease the stairwell and not have to hold the vacuum. There's actually still plenty of slack left. And this really gets quite a good reach. Let's turn it on and see how it does. Definitely got a good, pretty strong suction still. It doesn't seem like it's lost much. Yeah, this is great. Much easier to use. I don't know why this is all blurry. Yeah, it's working fine. Seems to have as much suction power as it normally would. Let's see, does it fit the tools? Yes, it does. Fits the tools just fine. It's got like a little handle kind of thing on there too, which is nice. And now I could put the machine in the other room, and well, I would put the other thing on there too, but I can clean up over here and not have to hear the vacuum as loudly. Yeah, this is nice. I like this hose. This is great. I like this a lot. Not bad. I think that'll work great. And the only two problems I could foresee is, one, it looks like it's going to have a lot of static electricity to it, so the dirt's going to stick to it. And then the tangling, which for something this length is pretty much unavoidable, but oh, I like this. This is really great. Will definitely drastically improve the usefulness of this vacuum.